Was Atletico Madrid robbed in the Champions League? Was there a double contact in Julian Alvarez's penalty that cost Atletico the tie? We are going to be breaking down the controversy surrounding this controversial image right here. This has been a topic of debate for the past 2 days after the Champions League match between Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid, where we saw both teams were unable to break down each other, and they had to go to penalties to decide the tie. And sadly, Julian Alvarez, before taking his spot kick, he slipped, and some claim he touched the ball, and some claim he had no contact with the ball. And we are going to be clarifying this issue in this video. So make sure you like and subscribe so you see more of this kind of content from us. So do I think Julian Alvarez had a double contact on that ball right before he took his penalty or after he took his penalty? To be honest, I have watched that footage over and over again, and I cannot see any point where Julian Alvarez actually made contact with that ball. So am I saying were they robbed? Not entirely. I'm not saying Atletico were robbed entirely, but understand me. It's hard not to sound partial or controversial here, but I just want to give my opinion on this because modern football has been transformed by the technology introduced. We have seen the VAR, the offside line, and the goal line technology. We have seen chips in the ball like in the World Cup. And so technology has entered modern football. It's what makes modern football modern, because technology has come in to minimize the amount of errors made by officiating and so on. But has that been the case? I don't know, if you ask me. But concerning the Julian Alvarez penalty, I think there might be a double contact there. But like I said, I didn't see it from looking at the footage. I didn't see it. But we know when we are dependent on machines to make decisions like that. Machines are not like humans. They are not emotional. They don't judge looking at the situation. They judge based on the program given to them. And these machines have been given the duty to detect the slightest trespass in any of the categories, maybe offside or goal line or even contact with balls like that. So I think this is a proof that football has been over-reliant on machines, because we have seen cases where players have been millimeters offside. Even a toe offside has been ruled out, costing many teams their win and their whatever. But I say this Julian Alvarez case is no different, because looking at that image critically with my eyes, I didn't see a contact. But if we are using technology to determine things like that, I think Julian Alvarez actually had a contact with that ball, because even the slightest of touches, even if the contact with the ball was not enough to move that ball significantly that we viewers can detect ourselves, doesn't mean he wasn't in contact with the ball. Now I'm saying that this is only ruled out because technology has been put to be the judge in cases like this. So if technology actually is the judge in cases like this, we are going to see more results like this. There's going to be more controversies in ruling goals out, winning ties and losing ties. So I think this is another case of technology being too accurate. So we see the judgment, we become emotional when the judgment seems so harsh and so ruthless especially when it's against us. So my opinion is that Julian Alvarez actually had contact with the ball, but it is too minute for me to detect looking with my own eyes. But if if machines were designed to detect things like this, and the machines were used to detect it, I think it's a good call. It is the right call. But is it fair? I don't know. That's for everybody to decide what's fair or not. But I think the contact is the right call according to the rules, because we don't know of any rules that said if the contact does not actually move the ball, it shouldn't be ruled out. As long as there's a contact with the ball before you take your actual kick on that ball, it will be ruled out. So it's just the case for Julian Alvarez. It's just unfortunate for him to be a victim in this case, but it is what it is. And so I think my opinion is that we are going to be seeing more and more of this kind of cases, because I think the technology is going to grow even bigger into the game than we have seen lately. So I think that's just my opinion on this issue of Julian Alvarez's penalty being ruled out in the penalty kick out. So I just want to know what you think. Let me know your thoughts if you agree with me, and if you don't, let me know what you think about the Julian Alvarez penalty that was ruled out in Champions League that cost them the tie. And Madrid advanced to the quarterfinals. They are taking on Arsenal, and let's see what happens in that game. So make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe, support the channel by subscribing. We are aiming at reaching our 10K subscribers. Though we have way less than that, but our goal is to reach 10K subscribers. So all you have to do is to support the channel with one subscribe.